Hey everybody, thanks for watching and welcome back. Today I am talking finally about my Botox. Now I say finally, it's only been a week since I got it, but I feel like I've been talking about it with you guys for a long time and thinking about it for even longer. I mean, it has probably been like 8 or 9 months since I started the research process and then finally executed the plan of getting all of this done. So before I go any further, I do just have to stop and say, unfortunately, it's 2020 and there are people out there that still try to just be rude. No negative energy, no rude comments. I will erase them. Like, don't bother. Just like it'd be rude for me to walk up to a stranger and go, you should get Botox. It's equally as rude for you to tell me I shouldn't. But for those of you who are interested, I am so glad that you are here. Before I get into it, make sure to go below and click the subscribe button. I would love to have you as a part of my YouTube family, and also follow my husband and I on our vlog channel so that you can be a part of the vlog family as well. And then make sure you're following me on my Instagram, because that's actually where I've done a lot of updates this week. That's where I initially asked if you guys wanted to see it. I just communicate a lot more on Instagram. So let's go ahead and get into it because I have a lot to talk about, and just like every other video, I'm excited, but for this one in particular, I am stoked. So to cover it, because I'm sure I'll be asked, I will be 25 on March 20th, and my main reason for researching Botox was because I had 11s, and then that turned into tension headaches. So it was about, like I said, 8 months ago, I started noticing I had this 11 that was showing up on my forehead. Now, I work a computer job, I'm an interior designer, and I use AutoCAD. So specifically, the screen that I use is black. So the screen is black, and then every line, everything on there is white and very thin. But I noticed that even with blue light glasses, I was still kind of struggling. I was having to constantly tense my face up. It puts a lot of strain on my eyes to constantly stare at a black screen. And then about, I think it might have been September, we switched to CET, which is just a different design program, and the screen is solid white. So now all day, instead of staring at a solid black screen, I'm staring at a solid white screen, and I thought that would make the issue go away of me tensing up my eyes after a long period of time, but it did not. So I noticed that with the 11, on the days that it was a lot stronger, I would start to get these really bad tension headaches in the front of my head, and it was just annoying. Sometimes I didn't have them at all. If I was controlling my face, it was fine. But like I said, I just tried everything. And so I finally said, okay, maybe Botox is the option for me, and I'm so glad that I did it. So I will go ahead and include the videos that I took the day of, right before I left to get Botox, and then the video that I took right after I got home right here. Alright, so I'm running a little bit behind. My eyebrows they look more intense on camera than they do in person. I am so nervous all of a sudden because I just started realizing oh, I'm about to have a needle put into my forehead, and if that's new, never had that done before. But I'm excited. I've looked at this doctor's his before and after pictures. I've read the reviews. He's really good. But I'm really nervous. So just one final thing, you can kind of see that's what my forehead looks like when I raise my eyebrows. And that's what it looks like. And this right here is what causes the tension headaches. Oh, needle in the forehead. This is a first for me. Let me go ahead and talk about it while it's so fresh on my mind. And I'll cover the rest of this in the video, and also my eyebrows look a little crazy because he rubbed off some of my eyebrow makeup. Okay, so first time I was telling him about my, issues with my 11s and headaches and all that. He said that I probably won't notice a big difference in my skin until next Saturday, so 1 week from today. And he also said that I could potentially get a headache because when the muscles relax, they start to be forced to relax in your face, you can really get a headache. He was not kidding, splitting. But so I still have movement a little bit, but this is the best. I'm giving it everything I've got, and that's what I've got. Forehead, but it's even still kind of hard to do that. So I will share another update when I film the rest of this, but I'm really excited to see how it goes. He is awesome. That whole process was awesome.
today. I mean, it was like the best.
So that was the full process. I went to Magnolia Medical Aesthetics, and this video is not sponsored, but I'm about to talk them up as if it was, because they are awesome, you guys. So they have a Fort Mill location and then a Greenville location. So if you're in South Carolina, I definitely would recommend it, but I love them so much that I told Mom, like, if they were to up and move to Charlotte tomorrow, like, I would drive to Charlotte to get Botox because I love that place that much. I initially found them because I was looking for a place where me and my mom could get facials. That was our Christmas present. And when I found that they also did Botox and it was a doctor that did it, I was so excited. I just specifically would prefer to have a doctor doing mine, and I have actually been with a lady before when she was getting Botox when I was her assistant. And she actually went to like a doctor's office, like with a check-in counter, and went back to a doctor-patient room, and it was just very different from my experience here. Magnolia Medical Aesthetics is like it felt like a spa, honestly. It's very quiet, it's very peaceful, and I'll put the picture up on the screen here. I thought this was so cute. When I walked into the room to get the Botox done with Dr. Bruce, I saw these vases filled with like old needles and then the old tubes of like Botox. I think that's so cute. Like, the interior designer in me was just like, whoever thought of that is a genius. Another thing that I liked about him is when I went with that lady to get Botox, like, the doctor was telling me, I was 21, I think, or 22 at the time. He was like telling me, like, you should get Botox. You have wrinkles, you have this, you have that. And Dr. Bruce just looked at like me and my mom and he was like, what makes you insecure? He didn't push anything on us. He was very just like about what made us comfortable. His bedside manner was so good. He was so nice. And I honestly like felt like I had been going to him for years, even though it was my first time meeting him. So here are my before pictures, and like I said, just noticing that I was fully flexing my face for hours at a time was causing an 11 and a tension headache. So when I sat down, he said, you know, what do you want? What makes you insecure? And I told him, and he ended up showing me a chart, and it said that like basically you can have, depending on the person, like 20 or so units per area. So like this is an area and then this is an area. So he actually ended up drawing a like picture image for you guys that I'll insert right here that shows where he actually put all of the Botox in my head. It was very simple, very easy. I was so nervous. My palms were sweating. The idea of like needle to face just really freaked me out. And my mom told me, she was like, I guess it would be like maybe a bee sting is what I would compare it to. And so when he like started doing it and I felt the needle go in, I was like, okay, I'm waiting for this bee sting. And it never happened. Like, it didn't hurt. It was like very evident. Like, obviously you could feel there was like a very thin little bitty pinch, but not uncomfortable. I never once felt like, oh my gosh, I'm in pain. And it was so quick and done in like 10 minutes. So like I said, I showed him what I didn't like, and after my pictures and all that, he ended up using from basically the top of my forehead to my eyebrows, and then right here he used total 36 units of Botox. Now my mom just got this middle part right here because she has bangs that are like that cover her forehead, so there was no need for her to get her forehead done, and she only had, I believe it was 20 units, and she's 53. Sorry, Mom. And she's only had Botox once before, and it was years and years ago, so he was kind of describing the difference in wrinkles for her. So if you're younger and just getting like this one area and you don't have any like defined wrinkles, then maybe you would have less. But for me, total, I got 36 units of Botox in my face. Now, everyone is different. Everyone has different insecurities. I didn't want any of this done. I didn't want any filler or anything, so this was just Botox. And to be completely honest, I don't know if his pricing changes based on what you get, like if you get filler like for your lips versus Botox for your head. I'm not quite sure, but for his initial, like your first time getting Botox with Dr. Bruce, it is $11 a unit. Now that does change based on each doctor, because I know that the lady that I went with years ago, her doctor charged more per unit. But then when you become a repeat customer with him, you pay $9 a unit. So you can obviously do the math. I paid for $11 per unit for 36 units. So next time I will pay, it would only be, if I got 36, $9. And honestly, if it was $20 a unit, I still would have paid it, because at this point, it has solved so many insecurities and worries and annoyances with me that it was so worth it. So I do have to go back for my 2-week follow-up, and I have one spot that I want him to fix right here where my skin kind of pools, but I will go ahead and show you. So when I frown, this is my before picture. I'll like put it up right here. This is what I've got now. That's it. That's all I've got. And when I raise my eyebrows, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. Nothing crazy. This one part does pull up, but like I said, there's just like a little area right here that kind of like pulls a little bit, and I'll get him to fix that at my follow-up. But even more than like losing the motion in my face, which even wasn't a big deal, the 11 is completely gone. He told me that he was like, I bet 100% that your skin texture is going to change, and he was so right. My skin has never looked so good. Like my forehead specifically, every day I'm just like, whoa, that looks fabulous. Because my skin just looks so smooth. But even more than that, it has been 7 days since I got Botox, and it has been 7 days since I have had a headache. And that is a game changer. Overall, I'm beyond happy that I did it. He said that, he told my mom that she should come back like every 4 months. I'll ask him. I didn't ask him for me. I don't know if that's the same for me. I would assume it is, like maybe 4 to 6, just depending on what you want. But the way that it got rid of something that bothered me daily, that by the 5 o'clock every day I had this just annoying headache, and I haven't had that, I will go however many times he tells me to keep it away. I want you guys to know that you just need to do what makes you happy. So many people like have told me, you're too young for Botox. I even had one person that was like, I'm unfollowing you because you're not preaching being yourself and being natural to other girls. And I think I am preaching to be yourself. Do whatever makes you happy. My husband wasn't even really super excited that I was gonna get it. And I asked him today, I said, okay, it's been a week. I'm about to film a video. What are your thoughts? And he said, I honestly can't even tell, but it makes you happy. So he doesn't notice an external difference, but I notice it and I feel a lot better about it. So do what makes you happy if you want it. If there is anything that I did not answer in this video, please leave it in the comment section below so that other people can maybe see it, and I will do my best, but I am not a doctor, so I don't know. And then I will also leave Magnolia Medical Aesthetics information in the description box. If you are in the South Carolina area, or like, you know, you live near Fort Mill or Greenville, whatever, definitely check him out. Dr. Bruce is the bomb, and I'm actually like so excited to go back and see him for my follow-up this coming Friday. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for those of you who have supported me and who have just been like, do you, it's your life. You definitely made the process a lot easier, but I'm really glad that I got it. So make sure to click the subscribe button if you're new here. I love you guys so much, and I hope that I see you in my next video.